A subdued Orthodox Easter at churches throughout Ukraine, also marking 2 months since the start of the Russian invasion. We heard air raid sirens after Mass, says this priest. It's tragic that people who call themselves Christian do such things. They didn't even stop on the biggest celebration in the world, the resurrection of Christ. Elsewhere, no services at all. Churches like this one, which survived the Second World War, now no longer a place of refuge or prayer. Russian President Vladimir Putin marked the holiday at a church in Moscow. While Ukraine's president vowed wickedness would not destroy the country in an Easter message delivered in a 1,000-year-old Kyiv cathedral. Volodymyr Zelenskyy says the U.S. Secretary of State and Defense Secretary were to visit Kyiv Sunday, the first official visit by U.S. officials since Russia invaded, Ukraine calling for more weapons, money, and sanctions.
It's very important when our partners go to Ukraine to see by their own eyes what's happened, which atrocities and war crimes Russian army and Russian Federation made in Ukraine.
This week, the UN Secretary General is also set to visit Turkey, Moscow, and Kyiv, though many are doubtful there can be a diplomatic solution right now.
I don't think that the situation on the battlefield yet lends itself to some sort of diplomatic compromise solution. Both sides still imagine that they can win this.
The biggest battle, Mariupol. Ukraine says civilians and soldiers are still holed up under the giant steel plant, now facing Russian bombs. And while humanitarian corridors so far have not been successful,
hundreds of people were gathered at one point to go out of Mariupol, and Russian soldiers just came and said, no, we're not allowing this to happen.
Sunday, Ukraine proposed a special round of negotiations in the city to discuss the fate of those trapped, while Russia has repeatedly denied killing civilians. Abigail Bimman, Global News, Washington.